So this is the iPhone 12 Pro, and this phone was launched in 2020, making it 6 years old. Now, when this phone launched, it was one of the best premium flagship devices you could buy. It gave us a new flat edge design, 5G, the build quality was solid, and everything was very, very great. But that was 6 years ago, right? Now, in 2026, is this phone still a very good option? Is it still worth buying in 2026? Let's find out. The sides of the phone are made from stainless steel. The metal is hard and durable, it doesn't bend easily. And it also makes the phone feel very, very solid and expensive in hand. Back is made from matte glass. It has a very soft and smooth finish, which means it doesn't show fingerprints and it's very comfortable to hold. And it even looks very clean after long hours of use. So you see some phones, once you use it, the back is already having scratches, fingerprints, but with this you are not even getting that. It's very clean and you won't see any smudge or fingerprints on it. Overall, the iPhone 12 Pro is well built and durable. Honestly, even 6 years after its release, it's still very, very good. It looks modern and solid, and it honestly holds up. This phone is still very fast. All your apps open very quick, and everyday usage is still very, very good, very solid. If you're browsing, just want to scroll social media, watch videos, calls, all of that, everything still works extremely well. Everything works perfectly. But like I always say, it just depends on the kind of user you are. It depends on what you want in a device. If you're someone that likes to game a lot, one thing you need to know is the phone gets hot. Very hot. Very, very hot. So the phone runs gaming smoothly. I majorly play Call of Duty Mobile. I don't know about other heavy duty games, but when it comes to this, it's really smooth. But one thing you want to have in mind is you need to play with a fan attachment, or you just play with a fan, because it gets really hot. In fact, you won't play half of the game, especially if you're playing Battle Royale. So you just want to make sure you have a fan attachment, or you have a fan blowing directly on you. Right now, I have a fan beside me, so you just want to make sure you are doing that. And as you can see, I'm playing on the low graphic settings and the maximum frame rate, so it's really, really smooth, and I have no issues with the gameplay. So far I am using a fan, but if I am not, oh god, it lags terribly. Like it is so bad. So you just want to make sure you're playing with a fan attachment, or you're playing in a very cool area. I don't know about other heavy duty games, but as far as COD is concerned, it's a solid device.
Okay, so this is a front-facing camera, and wow, this looks so clean. I'm not an expert camera reviewer, but this is good. Even for professionals, I don't know. If you want an in-depth review, you might want to go to channels like Valor Reviews or MKBHD and Co. But wow, this looks really, really great. This looks really good. Yeah, I'm shooting 4K 60 FPS. Wow. Yeah, so this is good. And I don't know, for an everyday user, yeah. I don't know about photography details and all of that, but this is very good. This is very good. So you can also shoot 30 FPS, 40, is it 40? Yeah, so 30 FPS, 60 FPS. This is awesome. The colors are so bright. Everything looks so clean and smooth. Okay, so this is the rear camera. and I'm also shooting 60 FPS 4K. Oof. Damn, I love this. This is so good. This is so good. This is so good. So if you're a photographer, or you are into, digital or photo editing and all those content creation on your vlog, wow, you want to use this. This is really good. The zoom is not too sharp, but it's really good. The zoom is really good. The zoom is really good so far. Wow. Yeah, this is lovely.
So when it comes to the battery life, I'm going to be brutally honest. It's usable, but it's not great in 2026 standards. You can have few hours of usage, light usage, but if you are dealing with heavy usage, you will definitely need to have power banks. You want to make power banks your friends, and majority of this just depends fully on your battery health. If you still have a very good battery health, I think you still have chances of getting a longer usage. But if your battery health is depleted, you just want to make sure either you are getting a proper battery replacement, or you just want to be carrying your power banks around. In 2026 standards, the battery life of the iPhone 12 Pro is just average at best compared to the newer models. Since 2020, this one has been receiving updates, and I think the software update is supposed to last for 6 years, and this is 2026. So we are in the last year of at the iPhone receiving updates. But it doesn't mean you no longer get updates. There will still be security patches and all of that, even after the year of updates has expired, right? But it doesn't mean the iPhone is unusable after it stops getting the updates. It's just that the cool stuffs Apple will be bringing, you are not going to be getting it again. Example is this liquid glass. If the iPhone doesn't support updates anymore, you're not going to be getting those type of features and all that. So if that is a no-brainer for you, then you also have to consider another phone, because this is the last year it's going to support those updates. Can easily walk into any certified store to get your phone fixed, or any proper engineer. In fact, I don't even think they are certified stores, but there are a lot of engineers. But just make sure they are trustworthy enough, and they know how to do their job. So the parts for this phone is just like everywhere. iPhones are pretty common here, so the parts are literally everywhere. So it's not like your phone gets damaged or your screen gets broken and you start thinking about how to ship in the parts and all of that. But you can just walk into any market, walk into any store, and you get your phone fixed in a matter of seconds. This phone is really presentable. You're holding this phone, everyone is seeing this phone with you, they just automatically assume you're rich. That's one thing. A lot of people don't even know what model of iPhone you're holding. What they are just interested in is he having 3 cameras, and if that is seen, they just assume you're rich. So that's one thing I also want you to think about. Either you're a business person, you're someone that just likes to show off, you like flex and all of that, this phone is for you. So I'll just tell you a little story here. So I was working in an office at a time, and I was using a Pixel. But Pixel is an Android, so a lot of people don't really know what it is capable of. But the moment I switched into an iPhone, everyone is just like, bro, how are you getting jobs? Come and show me the way now, and all of those things. But the iPhone is literally below the Pixel I was using before, and they didn't know. So this phone is just a status or a symbol of wealth. So once you're using this phone, a lot of people just want to assume you're rich.
Now, so when it comes to iPhones, generally iPhones have good resale value. Even after so many years, you can still sell this phone for good value or even trade it in. Swapping these phones is going to be very, very easy for you compared to probably using an Android device or, I don't know, any other device out there. A lot of people still want these iPhones. You can still see other people using XR, X, XS Max, and all older models. So if you still have the 12 Pro, it's still a very, very good device for you. You can sell these phones for proper amounts or you can swap it for a good value. You just want to make sure you still have a very good battery health, your screen has not been replaced, everything is all good, your Face ID is working and all other parts, because honestly, if your Face ID is gone, it's just like minus 100k or if your battery health is below 80%. So you just want to make sure everything is in good condition and you will get a good value out of this phone. You are going to sell it for a very good price. The pricing for the 12 Pro just depends, right? It depends on the gigabytes, how neat the phone is, and all of that. But if you're getting, obviously you cannot get a new device, so you have to go for probably pre-owned device or UK used, or your friend wants to sell the phone to you, so you want to consider how neat it is and all of that, and all those things affect the price. But basically, if you are getting a UK used or foreign used iPhone 12 Pro, you can get it for around, let's say, 400k to 450k. That's around $250, which is still a very, very, very solid value. I'll just be honest with you, in 2026 the iPhone 12 Pro is still a very good device to buy, but it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a very good battery life, if you might want to upgrade, or you might want to just look at another device. If you're looking for a very good budget phone with great cameras, speaker, it's not a bad phone. If you're looking to flex, just want to show off, show that okay, what you're using is good, it's not a very bad phone to use. In fact, it's still a very good phone. So it just depends on what you're looking for.